the date? January 16th?
Yeah, I think it's 2015 though.
We were away for like a month.
But we're back.
And better than ever? Question mark, I guess. How are you doing, Amar?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We spend 60 hours a week together, so it's odd that we ask each other that, but you want to talk some sports?
Let's talk sports.
Okay, football, Final Four, championship games this week. Who do you got?
I got the Colts.
Woo!
And the Packers.
Ooh.
Which is tough to say out here in the mean streets of Vancouver with all these Seattle Seahawks fans.
I really want the Colts to win because, God, I hate the New England Patriots. I don't see the Packers winning, though, especially with Aaron Rodgers being injured like that with his calf.
I feel like if anyone can pull off a heroic performance against Seattle, it'll be Aaron Rodgers. And it could happen.
Yeah, but it's in Seattle, and it's that Seahawks defense, and they're so fast, and Aaron Rodgers can hardly even plant his leg without limping around.
Even with that, though, he tore apart that Dallas Cowboys defense. Now, I know that Dallas Cowboys defense isn't very good, but just some of those passes that he was able to complete were incredible.
Into the small windows back of the end zone to the tight end in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that was a great pass, but I don't know if he can carry it for 4 quarters and actually outscore Russell Wilson and the Seahawks defense.
If the Packers defense can sustain the Seahawks offense and just kind of keep them to maybe 14 to 24 points, I think the Packers have a serious shot of winning this game.
Do you think the Packers can score 20 or more points?
I think if Aaron Rodgers, I think the big key for them is Eddie Lacy. If Eddie Lacy can have a good running game and they can kind of give Aaron Rodgers a couple plays off, I think
play action and stuff, even on that calf.
It could definitely happen. And if he tests Richard Sherman, he has to go after him.
Deep down to Jordy Nelson, yeah. I can see it happening. I don't think realistically it could, but I know the formula that they'd have to win by. In the other game, Indianapolis, New England, Amar's team is Indianapolis. They beat my Cincinnati Bengals. Andy Dalton's 0-4, daggers in my eyeballs, etc. I've been feeling really sad. I owed Amar coffee for a week. Reasons we won't talk about on the air here because I'm going to start swearing and crying and sweating. It's just so mad. But I want the Indianapolis Colts to do this so badly. I want to hear Andrew Luck's post-game interview where he just drools all over the microphone. I just want to see Tom Brady cry, to be honest.
That, and you also want to see Sergio Brown at the end of the game saying, 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! Like, is that not one of the greatest post-game celebrations that you've seen?
I enjoyed it a lot more last week than when it did that after Cincinnati.
Oh, I loved it last week. It was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that Peyton Manning went out like that. Or, well, I guess he's coming back.
Possibly went out.
Yeah. But I think Andrew Luck has really stepped up to the podium and he's going to take the mantle of being the best young quarterback in the league.
If he gets to the Super Bowl and Russell Wilson loses this week, I think even though Wilson has that Super Bowl ring, you have to put them. Andrew Luck is at least as good as Russell Wilson 3 years into his career.
Yeah.
You think him, RG3, and Russell Wilson came in the same draft year, and they were all on the same, basically on the same level for that first full season, and RG3 was chosen for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
I don't know if many people would say that potentially Andrew Luck has a Super Bowl ring this year. At least he's gotten to a championship game. Russell Wilson has a chance at repeating, and RG3 is being questioned whether or not he's even the caliber of being an NFL starter anymore.
Which is crazy to think about because at the time when he first came out and he was able to put up that monster game in his first game against the New Orleans Saints, right?
Yep.
Everyone was pegging this guy as the next big thing in football. And a lot of people were saying, why did Luck go before him? It's RG3. RG3's the better quarterback. RG3's the best quarterback we've seen in a while.
This is a system that's going to last forever.
Correct. But now after you step back and it's just looking at the person that Andrew Luck is, and I feel like everybody wants him to succeed. Even the guys that are sacking him are giving him a little tap on the butt now because they're getting the compliments from him too.
Yeah, you heard the story about Andrew Luck and his style of trash talk, or no one's ever heard of it before. He's just a genuinely nice guy. He doesn't understand the concept of insulting people. He comes from the Luck family. Oliver, of course, is the former NFL quarterback.
No, Luck's just a good kid. And then, obviously, his coach at Stanford, Jim Harbaugh. Harbaugh is now at Michigan, too, which will be fun for you after your Ohio State Buckeyes became national champions.
4 days ago, I'm still riding this high.
Yeah.
And
Well,
my wallpaper on my laptop, on my cell phone, they're never changing. Ezekiel Elliott, you can't stop that guy. Can't stop him.
well, I love when he tries to
Eat confetti
eat
afterwards.
confetti. That was my favorite.
He's like Chris Bosch, but it's on purpose. He's
Yeah.
just a 19-year-old kid from St. Louis, Missouri. This
Well-
is great.
Good things happen to everybody once in a while, right?
Oh, if it can happen to me, guys, anything can happen.
Well, what's crazy is they're probably looking at repeating again because they get Cardell Jones back, Ezekiel Elliott's still there. That defense is still phenomenal, and they still have Urban Meyer, who's the best recruiter in football.
I'm worried about what'll happen to the three quarterbacks, though, like what'll work out. You can't see all three of them coming back. Braxton Miller, JT Barrett, and Cardell Jones. Whatever happens. I think it's a great problem to have.
Yeah, I feel like Braxton's gone. Cardell will be the starter, and then TJ Barrett, he'll have the year after him. That's my prediction. What do I know about college football, though?